Welcome to EquinEdge Live. I'm Scotty McKeever from Irvine, California currently. And this is an impromptu show. Decided to cover some Belmont Park. We've got Gulfstream Park, Laurel Park, and we've got Indiana Grand too. We've got a bunch of stuff. And I thought, you know what? I had finally had nothing to do and was freed up. And I'm like, okay, you know what? We have to do a show here. So looking forward to doing this with you guys. Hopefully we have a bunch of people watching today, and we'll get out and cover, like, you know, Belmont Park and other things too. So as soon as I can, okay, hold on here. I think, there we go. Brian did that. All right. That'll be the screen we'll be looking at. Of course, we have, you know, video from, we won't go with this long, but we've got video from Santa Anita. By the way, the stretch run with Oldie and Chris, that's happening about 12:20. So you've got action all the way from now, all the way till about 12:15, and then straight into Oldie and Chris, which will be cool. And so it'll be a full slate of races live here with me and the boys. So hopefully you guys are doing very well. It's been a while. Hey, John, Jared just jumped in, Scotty in the house, and good to see you guys. And we've got Belmont Park race number 1 coming up here in about 3 minutes from now. And it looks like a wide open race. The favorite is Crown That Saint, which is EquinEdge's top pick as well. It also is the top GSR. It also is the lukewarm top win percentage. And it's got the top GSR or SOR. So what's up, David? David Harrison in the house. What up, my man? Andy, good morning. And I miss you guys. I miss the crew. I miss our community. We're doing a lot of good things, though. Hopefully you've seen some of the upgrades. We just did some trainer stats. We're adding some more right now. We've got, and I'll show you on staging, we've got probables and payouts and pools that you're going to get as well. And it's a mess. And so let's see what we got here. Now, we can't show the video at Belmont Park, but this horse, and I'll tell you, this horse might be a single, going 6.5 furlongs, and it's going from a 54 group to a 40. Okay, so this horse is coming off a layoff, and he's not known for layoffs at all. So I believe this is Orlando Noda. Yeah, Orlando Noda is not. What's up, Tony? Kevin. Yeah, we got to get back. We got to get into a listen. We got to get into a rhythm. So for sure, I'm going to need you guys' help. What up, Anthony? Oh man, I miss you guys. It's so good to see you guys. Like, okay, so I'm going to need some help from you guys. I need, like, we have to have some good energy and really get on fire. I have been on fire. I'm ready for BCBC. You ready, Anthony? I'm ready for the NHC. I've qualified twice already. There's Oldie. Again, Oldie and Chris will be doing the stretch run show. This was a last-minute decision. Oldie didn't even know about it. Like, I called up Brian, called up Anna, and said, okay, you guys need to do an email blast. Let's do this. So this is a recommended ticket here for $120. That being said, this might not even be enough. I mean, we might not even get through this race using even 4 horses. I mean, it looks wide open. One of the things that I'll do is I'll sort like this on the EquinEdge morning line. You got 8137. Then I'll sort the win percentage, 81357. You know, then I'll sort GSR, 8175. And now the 2 is there in the EquinEdge long shot. You know, so this is a wide open race. I'll look at the jockey trainer stats as well. You'll see the 2 horse, the EquinEdge long shot, 0 for 20 and only 5%. So usually for me, if the EquinEdge long shot could have chosen any horse that was 6-1 on the odds makers or more. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of the 7. I'm going to get rid of the 5 and the EquinEdge long shot. And I'm going to get rid of the 3. Now the 6 horse is a second-time starter. It's going from a 50 SOR to a 40. You never know how these horses are going to run second time out, but Bruce Brown, low win percentage. I'm going to say that one of these horses is going to win. Justin, what up? Yeah, impromptu. It was definitely last minute. Oh, I think I'm going to go, Kevin. I love to see you guys. That would be fantastic. Absolutely. Justin in the house. Thanks for covering me, Oldie and Justin. I was in Spain and then went to Pennsylvania, and they've been covering me. So I really appreciate that. So just based on process of elimination, and I'll show you that again, although we don't have time right now because Belmont always gets on time. By doing that and eliminating those other 2 horses, it adds more horses in the other legs. Now, I literally have not handicapped whatsoever, so we are winging it. Now, we could come over here like this and go, going to get rid of this 6 because it's not an EquinEdge long shot. I'd rather have the 2 horse in there, the EquinEdge long shot, and then lock the race. So we'll go like this and then regenerate. All right, so this is the ticket that we're going to do. Oh, I have some more. Hey, what's up, Steven? I have some horses for you. All right, I don't know why we're spinning like this, but all right, there we go. That's the ticket. Okay, and now we're not going to be able to show the race, but I'm going to go at least on my phone and watch it. So let's. So hopefully we can get in a rhythm. It's a lot easier when we're able to show this. I will tell you that it won't be too long until we'll be able to show more races on the show. That's the most I'm going to give you. But there's some really good things going on with EquinEdge. All right, so they're loading into the gate. The track, you're right. The track does look like a mess, absolute mess. 3 horses going into the gate. I'm sure you guys are watching as well. Yeah, nasty weather. Thank you, Stephen, very much. Good to have you guys back as well. So don't forget, I'll be on till about 12:15, and then immediately following, you're gonna see Oldie and Chris doing the stretch run show. So you've got races all day long if you want them. And Oldie and Chris are 2 of the best handicappers. Joe Hernandez, what is up? Yeah, I'm actually gonna be at Santa Anita, I think, next weekend, Joe. And then I'm pretty sure I'm going to be there for Breeders' Cup. I'm in the BCBC. I've got 1 entry, but I think I'll buy another.
And Crown That Saint.
All right, Crown That Saint is your favorite. Going into the gate, looks okay. Should show some speed. I'm going to say will be probably 4th.
And they're all in.
Miss you too, Tony. Thank you. Thank you very much, Alan. All right, I'm watching this race.
They're off.
Crown That Saint
broke
really good.
Far outside. Now Cowboy Luke is moving on through. And there's Badlands.
Quinary, the other horse we used, is in last on the rail where the 2 just took a bad step.
Rudy. And he has gone to the back of the pack. Up front, it's Cowboy Luke on the inside and Always Dialed on the outside. The 2 of them right together. Guanati has advanced into 3rd. Badlands Ruler is next in 4th. Rudy has recovered and is down at the rail and in 5th.
Now, the one kind of rushed up a little bit, and sometimes that can take it out of a horse. We'll see. Race 4, Oldie Singling, Rebel, Romance. 8's not running.
Has taken over as Cowboy Luke drops out of it. Always Dialed in front by 3 lengths. Badlands Ruler and Guanati.
2's running really nice, though. We'll see if the 5 stops. What's the story with the 5? He might stop, actually.
It is Always Dialed.
Come on, 1.
There we go.
There we go. There we go. There we go. It has all the momentum.
As they come for the 16th
we only had to use 2 horses, too. That's good.
Badlands Ruler is in 3rd.
Yes.
Guanati to take the opener.
All right.
Over the offgoing. Always Dialed.
That's a good start. You know what? I don't know. Can you use? Is there any other? I'm going to pin back EquinEdge right now. But is there any other platform you can handicap in 1 minute like that and actually feel like you've got a real good chance? Pretty cool. Thank you, brother. That's a good start. No, that's pretty cool. All right, we got Laurel Park coming up in 16 minutes. Bueno. Indiana Grand, race number 4. Again, we can't show the race, but boom. It's so funny you say that, Pat. I actually thought about calling Dave and see if he wanted to do a show. Also looking at doing a show with my good friend Alfonso. And thought about doing something there. I've got some really good ideas for shows, too, that I've been bouncing around. And so don't be surprised if very soon you see some new shows coming up. But some really good things happening with EquinEdge. So let's see here. All right. So one of the ways I handicap is I'll sort like the E morning line, and you see how I can eliminate these horses here. I can pretty confidently, they're not part of the pace, pretty confidently eliminate the 4, 2, and 8, right? Done. I would say we're 95%. Well, even based on the win percentage here, we are 95% to win with these horses. So then I'll sort the pace. Now, the win percentage at this point doesn't matter. You can see that there's really not a difference between 14 and 19. Really? Is there? I don't know. Then if I look at here, now I really want to look at the 6 horse, who's only a 37 GSR, but it's a price play. Hey, Joe. But the price plays are, we have 10 different algorithms that are price plays, and one of them is the EquinEdge long shot. And you can see they're different. And so I do want to click on this, and you can see that this horse, now we're looking at a quarter horse race. This horse it won pretty easily last time out. And a lot of times these horses can improve. And the way this horse pulled away and won, you have to think that maybe it does have some upsides as well. So, but one of the things I'll do is I'll come over like this and go, okay, 46 group, 56 GSR, 56%, and then so the horse is facing tougher. So believe it or not, like for me, I'm not, and it's not part of the EquinEdge picks, 46, 56, I'm not liking this horse that much. So even though he's one of the favorites, I think I can try to beat this 7 horse. We'll see what happens, but I think I can try to beat it. The 1 horse against a 50 group barely lost, breaking 8. So this is a major player. Now that was 250 yards. The GSR goes from 42 to 50. So all the things we really want to see. And the 1 is the EquinEdge top pick as well. A lot of times you'll see horses like this do very well. This horse actually qualified for this stakes race, faced a 62 group, broke 9th. It's not the best breaker in the world. So it probably has a lot of talent. It's actually the favorite right now, but can we trust it to win? So would it be a horse I would single? No. Can it win? Yes. And then the EquinEdge long shot, barely won against a 42 group, had a perfect trip against a 50. I wouldn't like the EquinEdge long shot. It makes sense that none of these horses that are left, the EquinEdge long shot could have chosen. The trouble line is super, super important. No doubt about it. I don't believe in hanging, by the way. I don't believe in that at all. This horse broke 8th and ran up and didn't get there, but a lot of people do. And so let's see here. Did the race go off? No, it's about to. All right, so they're at the gate. And so the horse that I'm interested in is the 7 because I don't like it. They're about to take off because it was 56% here against a 46 group and still lost. Right? So maybe the 7's a horse you try to beat. Let's see what happens if we can get one of these horses.
We're off racing 350 yards. I'm Jezebel stumbled. DNA Just Plain Bill, the black cap, gets the advantage. Beatty's Dynasty with the gray A.E. Just Dale, and on the outside, H.H. Express 19. They're inside the final 110 yards. I'm Jezebel, big effort. Battles DNA Just Plain Bill. Photo finish. A.E. Just Dale was 3rd. H.H. Express 19 4th.
I believe it's 136, 316, right?
Close call.
So just the 3 horses that we used. Right? But, and we can go over that again just so for future you can learn and see what I did there. I think Justin said the 7 stumbled. No. I mean, he didn't have the best trip, but I don't think the horse was going to win. He got the try, Tony. Good.
6 trials for the Miss Foxy Little Futurity.
Yeah.
Win photograph. This is in the judges' hands.
And look, that's a quarter horse race that we handicapped in about what? Maybe about a minute and a half. Right?
The verdict in. Verdict in for 1. I'm Jezebel despite a stumbling start. At 9-5-1, I'm Jezebel, a nose to 3.
So
DNA Just Plain Bill did not miss by much.
oh, thank you, Charles, very much.
I'm Jezebel, edges DNA
So,
Just Plain Bill. 6-8.
Look, you guys clearly saw that I didn't pre-handicap, and you still have to handicap though, right? And so, you know what's great? I'll tell you what is so great about EquinEdge right now is in the beginning of EquinEdge, I'd have people saying, "Oh man, it's so bad," because they were just relying on the system. The system is giving you metrics all in one concentrated place, right? That's the key to it. And then we all have to make decisions, but we can make decisions fast. We couldn't, you see the way I broke that race down? What's up, Aaron? Thank you very much. I've actually been doing the keto diet. I've been working out for sure. Not hard, but I've been working out most every day. But I've been doing the keto diet. A lot of like avocado, salmon, it's been working well for me. I've been feeling really good. Yeah, the pace is really good as well. Yes, absolutely, Anthony. Let's do Laurel. All right. This one we'll be able to show the race and watch together. I miss you guys. I'm sorry I haven't been around. Believe me, I've been super, super busy with a lot of personal stuff. And also I wanted to try to do something a little bit different as well. And so I'm coming up with stuff, but it has nothing to do with you guys, that's for sure. The energy of our community is what keeps this thing together. There's Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Good to see you on. I don't know who's been longer away, you or me. Okay, so first thing when we see Laurel, and we'll do a pick 5, the first thing we see is the top win percentage is only 15%, like 2 horses. That's crazy. I mean, so you have to know that the race is wide open. Now that, by the way, that doesn't mean you just spread necessarily, but there's a really good chance that the system is going to struggle. The EquinEdge picks, like I know it shows the 6 and the 9, but maybe, see, the EquinEdge picks are a win percentage algorithm as well. They're just not as, I'm going to say organized. Like you might see the 6 horse with a 90% and then the 9 with a 10% or a 6% and another one with a 5.5. Does that make sense? That's why we don't use the EquinEdge picks as a win percentage algorithm. So, but what we found with it when we created, when I got it, I'm like, well, John, we can't use this for a win percentage. It's like everyone's going to bet one horse. But we thought, oh, okay, well, it's still very accurate with the picks. But the point is that it says 6 and then 9, but you don't know. There could be 5 other horses that have points that are right next to it. But it shows by the 10th, it shows, the 6 and the 9, if that makes any sense. So nice going, Aaron. So, all right. So how do we get through a race like this? Well, it's not easy. If you were going to play a pick 5, the way I would do it is I would run the pick 5 for your budget. And then I would go out of the race and go to some others, get rid of these scratches. Hey, Colin, get rid of those scratches. Now, we have a horse at 61%. Just because you see 61%, please don't just single it. And the reason is because none of the algorithms look at pace at all. So, or trip based on a horse's pace. So it's important that you really look carefully. So one thing we see is a sprint race and the horse is drawn on the rail. When we look at this, you can see there are 2 horses that are extremely fast, the 7 and the 6. So we look at the 1 and we see that it faced a 60 group the last couple of times. 45%, 65 GSR. So what happened here? So you can see over at Charlestown, it ran a decent race. It's always got high win percentages. Look at this. I mean, 34, 45, 44. Maybe you can throw this race out here because it was bumped at the start and it was on the rail. That's a possibility. But it was 43% to win and still ran like that. Now it draws the rail again. You know what I mean? And if you beat a horse like this, then you're banking. I'm a little surprised to see this horse was 7-2 on the odds makers morning line, but there were 2 scratches, so I'm not sure. So I'm not ready to call this one a single. Let's see here. Got Meadowlands is upcoming races. Okay, let me tell Brad. I'm telling him about what's going on at Meadowland upcoming races. Brad is amazing. Hola, Michael. ¿Cómo estás? What's up, In? Okay. So, anyways, this race is absolute grab bag. I'm gonna do 120 here, but you could get some prices here. The problem is you cover so many horses, it could be a problem as well. I don't know that I want to single this horse. I think I want to use the EquinEdge picks. But look at the morning line on the 6th. Like, you have to at least look at that. So I'm going to look at it. So we can see that if this horse seems to need the lead, right? So that's its style. Now you want to look to see if it can get it. The problem is the horse on the outside needs the lead as well, and it's fast. So I'm not using either one of these horses, and I know there's going to be speed. So I'll just use these 3 horses. Then I'm going to regenerate. And now it's cutting me down in some of these other places. I'm going to have to cut back here and take some risks. So how much time do we have? We have 3 minutes. Okay. So the 3 and the 11. So the 11 and 3, top win percentages, EquinEdge. I love to see an EquinEdge long shot that's got a big win percentage and a good GSR. And that's what you're seeing here. And so the 3 would be a player. Now you have a first-time starter here with a good GSR in the 1 horse. It's 6-1 EquinEdge morning line. Let's look a little bit closer to see if we can see anything. Good connections, good workouts, good spacing, what you want to see. Like, horse doesn't look to have missed a beat in the mornings. And all the way back here, even at 4 furlongs, 2 of 17, 2 of 19, 5 of 18 from the gate. So probably has some speed. And if you look, it's a 38 on the pace. So the 8 horse has a lot of speed. Look at this. It's 2-1 in the morning line, but 9-1 in the EquinEdge morning line, and a low GSR. These are the types of horses you want to try to beat. And look at its style, guys. It seems to run best on the lead. Even against a 42 group here, it didn't run good. And the GSR is lower. I mean, why the odds maker made this horse 2-1? I have no idea. I don't care if it has a 10-length lead. It wouldn't be a horse I would use. I'm sure I'd just put it in the damn winner's circle, but no, you can't use a horse like this. I do have a note on this 10 horse, Unfolding Beauty. And the note is needs easier, turf, and long, which it's getting. The only thing is I don't know about the easier, but I can tell you this is not a bad long shot. I definitely wants longer. Look at the GSR. It's going from a 52 to a 62. And if you look at the GSR plus grid, it's 12 points higher on the tab. So maybe it's worth putting the 10 in. Okay, we'll throw the 1 in just in case. And then this first-time starter is 20-1 in the EquinEdge morning line. Doesn't have a big GSR. Sometimes the system can be wrong with first-time starters, but I think we just leave it at that. Meadowlands canceled. Okay. We're going to have to find a single in here somewhere. I like that the EquinEdge long shot is part of the high win percentages. Then you have, I think we're covering the race here. Now, what you could do if you had time, and I don't, is you would try to find a single within this group. That's what you would try to do. I'm hoping in the last race, maybe there's something we can take a risk on. There's literally no speed in here. So the EquinEdge morning line says the 11 is 8-5. It's not the best breaker in the world, but I say we take a chance on the 11. The 5's right there as well. If you can play more, maybe double it up with the 11 and the 5. Let's see who's faced better horses. The 11's faced a 46 group, and the 5 is averaged a 35. So let's go with the class of the 11, lock in the race, and that would be the ticket. Okay? It's not bad. I'm going to try to get it in myself, but let's see what we're looking at here. Let's turn the volume on. Okay, I think I have time to get it in myself. Let's see here. Where's Laurel? I don't know why they're showing 32 minutes from Laurel, but okay, so we're going to do a pick 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 3, 10, 11. 3, 4, 6. And 11. So I will play that for $1. All right. Yep. We're just going to do the 11. I'm going to play with you guys on that. 1 for 20 lifetime on the 2. All right. That will drop your ticket. If you want to drop your ticket, Oldie says don't use the 2. The EquinEdge long shot. It is 20 to 1 on the odds makers morning, or on our morning line. Anything can happen in this race. Now, I didn't handicap this race, so you could cut back in here for sure, but I'm just going to leave it like this since I'm already in. Okay. Here's where Oldie's at, or where Justin's at. Thank you, Dan. All right. Bombs away. Exactly, Justin. Let's get a bomb in here. All right. They're going into the gate. You can see the look at how far out the gate the rail is. You see that over here on the right of the screen, and then you can see inside. You can see how far it's out. So that's to help protect the turf course, and because it can get pretty beat up. But what happens is that there's a likelihood that you could get prices in this situation, especially horses that have speed or are tactical. Very difficult to come from behind because you'll most likely go wide and you're going to lose a lot of ground. So you'll always want to lean towards speed in this context. Now, I didn't have time to handicap it. If I would, there's probably at least 2 or 3 horses I wouldn't use in this first leg, but it is what it is. Let's see who the speed is. So the speed in the race, you could see the 1, 2, 4, 6, and 8. They're all right there. So I think a lot of jockeys just made a really big mistake in here. Like the 1 could have got the lead very easily, and it didn't send. And a lot of times that's just a jockey mistake. I mean, 4 is just cruising. 8's cruising as well. 23 and 4 is really not that fast for this 30 to 1 long shot. 7's done. 6 is running good. Little concerned about how well the 11's running. 8's got a ton of horse, but has to get through at 15-1. Come on, 8. Oh, get through. Get through. Get through. Get through. Get through. Get up, 8. 3. Get up, 3. Get up, 3. Whoa. 3 get there? Don't show the 6. That is super, super close. I honestly don't know. They're showing the 6, but I don't know that it's the 6. Can we get lucky and get a 19-1 shot in? Jockey's trying. No. No, definitely 6. Yeah. Hey, Deb Martin, what's going on? Yeah, definitely 6 got it, man. One more step and we would have had it. Darn it all. Yeah. Miss you too, Deb. Ah, all right. We almost got him there. That would have been super bueno. We got Belmont Park race number 2. Yeah, that is a nice. You have that exacta? Gary Rice, what is up? Okay, Belmont Park. We did a pick 5. We got the 1 horse. Now we only used 2 horses. Let's see here. We did it for 120. I didn't play it. I wish I would have played it now. So we have 4 horses in here. Did any of you play this ticket? 1, 2, 4, and 5. All right. So 1, 2, 4, and 5. We're going to get rid of those. You know, I know it gets confusing when you see the EquinEdge morning line, 5-1, you're like, but I'm looking, you can't just look at one metric. Okay, so you see 4%, then you see a low GSR, right? It's not an EquinEdge long shot. To me, you can look at the positives, and that is a positive 5-1, but you also have to look at the negatives. Okay, so make sure that you're looking from every angle. Okay, a different set of lenses, if you will. Okay, so not using the 7, not using the 3 and the 6. So now I'm going to handicap just this. I understand that there's some pace in here, and these horses are going to have to come from behind because the 6 is fast, or not that fast. Which one was faster? Okay, the 3. 3 is super fast. It's not an EquinEdge long shot. It faced a 50 group. Today's a 52. So here's the way I look at the 3. It can win, no doubt about it. It's a decent long shot that maybe you put in the exotics. It has a big pace number. So it's going to have a pretty easy lead. It's dropping in win percentage. It's facing a little bit tougher, and the GSR goes down 8 points. That does not mean it can't win, but that is a huge, huge pace advantage. Like, look at that. 83. Next closest is 47 with the 6. I mean, we didn't use it. Like, I would either way with the 3 horse being 8-1, maybe putting that horse in all the spots on a vertical would be a smart idea, right? So let's look at this horse a little bit closer. So this horse dropped in class from a 52 to a 44 and won easily at 31%. No doubt about it, won easy. But obviously the drop in class certainly helped the horse, and you can see it was a 44. Today's a 52. So, and it's not easy to break your maiden and come and beat winners. So it's tough race. Now I look at this 1 horse. I like horses like this because the horse is already proven at the level, and now the win percentage goes up, the SOR goes down, meaning facing easier, and the GSR goes up. So I would imagine the 1 horse is probably the horse to beat. And then you look at the 5. It barely won a non-winners of 2 lifetime, and that was a 50 groups. This is tougher. The win percentage goes down, and Linda Rice is off the claim 28%, and the GSR goes up, and Manny Franco jumps aboard. Tony, you like the 7? Achilles heel. I mean, barely beat an easier field. I don't know. I don't personally like it, but I'm always rooting for you, brother. Oh, AQ. Okay, that's a really good point. So it's sealed. The track is sealed. What's up, Razor, in the house? How are you, brother? Hopefully I'm going to see you over at Breeders' Cup. Let's see. We're going to get to... So I would maybe put the 3 in there somewhere. I mean, it's you would think at 10 to 1 it'd be first, second, or third, right? That's what I would think. So they're at the gate, and I'm trying to figure out how I want to play this. I personally don't like the 7. I know Tony does. We've used the 1, 2, 4, and 5. I'm going to play the 3 in the minor spots, and I'm going to do a 1, 2, 4, 5. So I'm going to do a trifecta. Why does it say the race is in progress? Is mine behind? Does pace factor take into effect the horse came out of sprint races to make it? Does. And also, if you're not familiar with the numbers, including first-time starters, our top pace number will be in first or second 72.5% of the time. So it's super accurate. At some points now, once you develop the algorithms, they are machine learning. So you don't really know what they're looking at anymore. I don't know why I'm trying to bet this, but it won't let me bet it.
Waiting for Arabato and Achilles heel.
It's showing off, but I know they're loading. Yeah, they are. Yeah, thanks, God. Yeah, you can definitely see that. All right, well, we're confident the 3 is going to have the lead, but can it stand the money? Let's see what happens.
And they're off. Mama's Gold, Arabato from the outside. Gut Feeling is up close. Warrior Richard is down at the rail. Then Achilles Heel is racing in 5th, followed by Strapped in 6th. Then South Street is the early trailer in 7th as the field moves around the clubhouse turn. And Mama's Gold has opened up here. Mama's Gold has a 3.5 length lead. Warrior Richard, the favorite, is down at the rail, and alongside is Arabato. Opening quarter mile, 23 and 3/5 seconds.
So the 3 horses in the lead right now by about 3 lengths.
On top here, and the lead
4 lengths now.
is 5 lengths.
The long shot 6 horse is in second at 42 to 1. And the 5 Gut Feeling is sitting in third, but they're pretty walled up after the front runner, who seems to be running well within himself.
Half mile, 47 and 2/5 seconds.
12 to 1, 3 lengths in front.
By a little more than 3
Here comes Tony's horse of 7 on the inside of it. Seems to be all out though. I'll tell you what, nobody's really coming yet.
7 lengths from the front as the field goes around the far
turn. All right, here comes Strapped on the rail. Is that Strapped?
Right from the start.
Or is that?
And Mama's Gold is still there.
That's the one.
Warrior Richard now on the inside to grab second.
They better pick up their feet if they're going to catch this 3.
Gut Feeling and Strapped. They're at the quarter pole. And it is Mama's Gold with the lead. Warrior Richard runs in second. Achilles Heel is on the outside in third. And Strapped is in fourth. It is Mama's Gold who has a 6-length
lead. It's going to be super close. Here comes the 4.
Strapped on the outside.
You're not going to catch it. That was just so much of a pace advantage. Wow. 12 to 1.
Gold has got it wrapped up.
Woo! That's so crazy, huh?
Mama's Gold, the winner. Strapped got up for second. Warrior Richard was third.
Amazing. You guys had that. Wow. Wow. That is amazing. Big, big pace advantage. I'm so glad you guys had that. I'm so sorry I didn't cover that. I put a note this morning when I saw that, and then I didn't use that in the pick 5. So that's so, yeah, that is amazing. Boom. And you guys got that. Cindy got that. Oh, that's so awesome. I love it. Like, what a massive pace advantage. Like, oh, you do have that, Alan. So glad you got that. That is such a big hit. 10-1 on the odds makers morning line. And like, look at that pace advantage. So speaking of that, somebody was asking about the pace number. Player was, and it's by far all of us know that this pace number is by far the best pace number in horse racing, not even hands down. And in fact, so many tournament players that are on EquinEdge use it because of the pace number and the GSR. Those two seem to be what I hear a lot of. But so glad for you guys you had that. Okay. How about we get to Gulfstream Park, because that is a race we can show. It's coming up in 9 minutes from now. They're not on the track just yet. But let me show you real quickly probables. And so let's see here. Is it on? Okay. Where is it? I'm on staging. Oh, I know why. Hello. Let's look at Indiana 5 as an example. Okay, I don't know why it's not there, but evidently it's not. So anyways, right here where you see dirt and good, right here on the right, is probables, payouts, and pools. And you'll be able to, it was just there yesterday, so I'm not sure why it's not there. I'm on staging. And you'll be able to click on that and see what the current pools are, probables and payouts, exactas, and daily doubles. I didn't know that it would last that long either. And all right, so we are at Gulfstream Park. So, all right. Well, there's nothing to show you then on that. I really wanted to show you guys that. Brad must have taken it down. So yeah, that's coming up. That'll be there in the next 2 weeks. And statistics are now here as well. Like first-time starters, you see this? You can go. Soon you're going to be able to do it from here. You'll be able to click on this. Look at the difference. So we have first-time starter and the 1 and the 8. And you can click on the trainer. And oh, it's already there. So it'll show you. You can see that the trainer is 6% with first-time starters and 20% with second-time starters on the 8. So more likely this horse will do better the second time around. Now, you can't ignore the 16%. That's a pretty good number. But you'll see now you get a chance to see how that works. So, but in this situation here, so Dober is not really known for his first-time starters. All right. Now we give you second-time starters as well, so you can see if the trainer is better with second-time starters compared to first. And even when the horse is in its second-time race, we're still going to show you what the win percentage is first time out, so you can compare. All right. Any changes? You should always just go over changes. Hey, Linda. Thank you, Linda. You come over here and you want to be able to just real quickly look to see if there's any major changes. You know, nothing really. We can probably get rid of this horse fairly easily. We'll get rid of the 3 fairly easily. I think the 2 horses 15% off the turf on synthetic for the first time, just gelded, broke 9th last, was bet to 6-1. These are the types of horses, guys, you have to be super careful with. Now, prefer to see this horse on dirt. You can see the GSRs are better, but you could see an improvement. So when you're thinking about a horse like this, you should consider the horse for the exotics. Now, This horse was 90 cents in the dollar, but only 11% to win against a 44 SOR group going the same surface and distance. It looks like it can rate some. It's going to be, there's not a lot of speed in here. And it's facing 8 points easier in GSR. Win percentage goes up, GSR is the same. So certainly a player. The 9's a second-time starter, stretching out. It looks like that's what the horse wants, and it's the EquinEdge long shot. And then the 6 horse is just got smoked by the 7. And let's see if there's any issues. So check the level. Keen. So the horse was very keen in the beginning. So I'm going to guess this horse could get the lead too, guys. So he's 7-1 right now, and it looks like this horse wants the lead, and maybe the jockey was strangling the horse. It added blinkers. Does it take blinkers off? Yep, blinkers are off. So they took the blinkers off. Still should get the lead. Maybe the horse will relax. All right, 2 in race number 4, Oldie says. So I have a note on the 2. Road to Stardom. Had a huge pace advantage and disappointed. So it's got a pace advantage, but I have a note on it as well, Oldie. You might want to think about that horse. The 11 in singling. 11 horse has a good GSR. You have a first-time starter here in the 5, XY face. Good connections. It looks like a rough race, but the 11 horse, interestingly, see, look, it was only 1%, 7, and 2%. Look at this, 45% now. So you can't, this horse has actually been outrunning. If you look at that, it's been outrunning its win percentage. So I'm not necessarily afraid of this horse at all. I don't know that it's a single because you have so many first-time starters, but I think we can confidently get rid of these 1% horses that have bad morning lines from EE, right? So we'll get rid of those. This one's got a low GSR, only 1%, 9-1 EquinEdge morning line. It's drawn the rail. We'll get rid of that as well. So we could probably narrow the race down to here. But we want to see if there's a single anywhere. Okay, Spicy Guacamole is a horse that I recommended to Richard, who's the owner of this horse. I didn't look at it physically, but as far as the numbers go, and you can clearly see, look at this. But you know, and I know Kent Sweezy doesn't use our stuff, but he's got the horse on synthetic, and it's still like it's not bad, but look, the horse is a 60. Where if Kent would put this horse where the numbers say, but he's not an EquinEdge user. He would be all over the dirt, and he'd be all over this horse going long. And they love the way this horse is trained. So it looks like a wide open race. I don't think I would leave the 6 out. Yeah, exactly, Brandon. So, you know, I know Richard is a big fan of the numbers. I'm not really sure if he told Kent Sweezy to put this horse long on dirt. But I know that they loved her, and we don't know why she ran so poorly last time out. She ran so good first time out, and they're not sure. And then Richard said maybe she had some issues. But I'm just saying, we know she has talent. It looks like a wide open race. Maybe a horse you have to just throw in, okay? I'm still looking for that single. Going to get rid of this 1% horse, get rid of this 1% horse, get rid of this 4%, get rid of that 5%. This horse is the EquinEdge long shot. Yeah, I don't like it. You know, a lot of times I'll try to leave out horses that have a low morning line, but a higher EquinEdge morning line. The thing about it is look at this horse won easily against a 48 group at 12%. And then it went up to a 56 group, so much tougher. So you want to throw out races like that. So there's no reason why this horse can't run a better race. We need a single, though. But this horse, look, is burn money, 39%, 28. The point is that it's wide open. Yes, this horse won easily, but that was a 44 group. Like, I tend to lean against horses like this personally. Think the race is wide open. Yeah, it's just a wide open race. So I'd probably add the 8 and go like this. And unfortunately, going to use 4 horses, and you're going to get chalk. So I'm not going to use the 8 because the trainer doesn't really win first time out. And so I think we'll just use the 7 and the 9 here. And then we'll single the 11, knowing that some of these first time starters look like runners to me. That's all we can do. Make sure we don't miss it. Laurel Park race number 2 is coming up in 6 minutes. As soon as this race is over, we'll go there. So, look, I don't love this ticket, just so you know. So I think there's a high likelihood that this ticket loses, honestly. So go sparingly. This is an absolute grab bag. I do have a note on this horse. Yeah, I had a huge pace advantage and disappointed. But maybe something was wrong with the horse. That's certainly a possibility. I know Oldie saw that. Does have a good pace advantage. I think you're more likely to get a price here. Look for the horses that seem to burn money. But see, this horse is dropping in class, and you can see it's capable. The GSR does drop those some, but the win percentage goes up. Yeah, this just goes to show you how tough this race is. I love taking EquinEdge long shots in scenarios like this. The only thing is that you can clearly see this is a front runner, and there's 2 other horses that are faster than this horse. So it may be worth trying to beat this horse. I'm going to try to beat this horse. I'm going to try to beat the 2. And then you have this 1 horse. I mean, it ran good here, but it hasn't done anything. And it draws the rail, low win percentage connections. Like, maybe take this horse. First off the claim, 31% for D'Angelo. Let's single D'Angelo. Okay. Well, that's what the ticket did. Instead of spreading in the first race, it spread in the 5th race. So, oh no, because I had locked it. Okay, so it added. Oh no, but we were singling the 3. Okay, this is going to be the ticket no matter what it generates right now after singling the 3. So I'm forcing it to single the 3. Here we go. Now I'm going to try to get it in. I don't know. ExpressBet is having a lot of issues, aren't they? Yep. 278, 1268, 127, 56811. All right. So we need the 278. Let's get it. I'll tell you what, this 7 is all out. Don't like to see that. Come on, 8. Come. Where are you? There we go. Going to be wide. There we go. 7-1. There we go. That's a really good hit. Super good hit. Super good hit. All right, let's get out to Laurel Park. That's good. First time starter. That horse, right? Look. It was, look at that. It was 16% first time starter. Look at that. How amazing is that? Nice job. Nice going. Okay, Laurel Park. Did we do, I don't think, did we do a pick 5? I don't remember. All right, so I know that we were using the 1, 2, and 3 in here. There's only 5 horses in the race, but the 1 horse, Happy Clouds, I mean, this horse is always getting bet. It had the rail last time out, has the rail here. I mean, it's I mean, this horse ran a good race last time out. Shiny Slam. Let's see what the GSR is. So when you look, if you just look at the past performances, which we call Handy View, and you see, just look at what it's been facing. And it's been competitive, right? 60, 60, 64, 60, 62. You want current form. And then you look at the last 3 races here, 56, 56, 54. Then you look at the 2, 52, 54, 54, right? So the 1 based on that is the class, for sure. And the 3 horse, but there's no speed in this race. And I'll tell you another, this horse is 1 on the lead, and it's 1 from coming far back. So it looks like they can do anything with this horse. Now, they've got a bug on this 3. So the horse is 113 pounds. So it's dropping 4 pounds for it last time. So, maybe you would do something like a 1-3 with 2 exacta, right? This 2 is going to get there. What's up, Chris? I told you there was something about that 1 that I just did not trust. I did not trust that 1, right? That's what we used a 1, 2, 3. Do you know, if you played this pick 5, do you know how big that is, getting that 2 horse to beat that 1? It's big. Really big. All right, Keeneland race number 1. I think it already took off, didn't it? Yeah. So it already took off. We'll look at it afterwards.
Penny's Prospect next to last, gap of 4 more lengths back to Debate, who is last, 22.48 seconds the time for the opening quarter. Master of Arms back up the rail for a half-length lead. Captain Jack second by a neck around the turn. Fan the Fire now kicks in once again from the outside, and then A La Carte, who will have to go 4 wide as they move for the top of the stretch. Penny's Prospect is 5th, and then behind that front foursome looking for a way through. Debate is still far back. They turn for home. Here's A La Carte, swings to the far outside. Penny's Prospect goes to the outside as well. Captain Jack fanned the fire there between horses. A La Carte, Penny's Prospect far outside as they move into the final furlong. Debate tries to start a late run. It is Captain Jack and A La Carte 1-2.
I mean, they look like they're crawling for him, huh? The 5's going to get there, I think. No one else is really trying.
Debate is running on from the outside. Debate wins it.
All right, 5, 4, 6. So that's a top win percentage. Let's see here. The horse ends up getting off at 5-2. EquinEdge's second pick, and you know when you know that you can't fully trust a horse is when you start seeing like stuff like this. You see how all of a sudden Belmont added blinkers here. It's what he's saying to you is I'm frustrated with this horse and I don't know what to do, so let's add blinkers. That's what he's saying. So that should give you some hesitation, right? And so you just want to watch for that. Like then you come over here and you look, the horse is 40%, 6-5, and then doesn't just loses by 8 1/4 lengths. It's just these types of things. Now horses can come in and out of form once they drop to certain levels, things like that. I'm just saying this horse would never be a single for me. Okay. Let's see if there's anything at Delaware Park. We'll just peruse this thing and see if there's anything that seems to stand out. EE morning line 254, win percentage 425, SOR 2, GSR. So a lot of things. We'll see you, Deb. Take care of yourself. Good to see you. So a lot popped up on the 2, Practical Way. But now you have to see how the pace is going to play out for this horse. And it's fast, no doubt about it. But does it need the lead? It doesn't look like it needs a lead, but it also doesn't seem to pass horses. And look it was 21%, 20%, 28%, 32, 22, and not even close to the wire. And now it's the favorite. Ugh. I mean, yeah. Then you look at this horse, and it needs the lead. And last time it couldn't get it, and it's EquinEdge's second pick. Like for me, I would like a horse like this because the jockey on the 2 might not even send because he's looking at this horse going, you know, this is not a front runner. Maybe. So the 5 horse would be a horse that you would certainly be all about. And then also the 4. Let's just say the 2 and the 5 duel. Then the 4 horse is a very interesting horse here. Now, can you make excuses for the last 2? Checked. That's a big check. Hung here. And then won this. So I think you can make excuses for this 4. I would imagine. I like the EquinEdge picks, actually. I like the 4 and the 5. And then you look at the EquinEdge long shot is certainly interesting. And this horse won. And if they do go fast up front, you could see throw out the last race. This horse was claimed. And the trainer's good with claims. So Delaware, there might be a bet maybe with the 4 and the 5, but the 5 could get an easy lead. Very interesting. When this horse, and this horse can rate a little bit too, but that was against a 30 group. Today's a 46 group. So when you're looking at, yeah, it's absolutely wide open. I just can't trust the 2 and the money it's lost. Last time out, the 5 tried to get the lead and couldn't get the lead. Either the 5 goes gate to wire, or the 4 or the 8 comes up to win the race. So you might want to do a 4-5-8 exacta box, the EquinEdge picks. Over at Delaware. All right. So I just did an exacta box, 4-5-8. Let's.
Schwan.
All right.
To the outside gate.
I'll give you my best call.
This field is set.
Belmont starts in 3 minutes.
Away, yeah.
Hey, Joe.
Running great speed today from Leah of Little Faith, but Practical Way is hustled to take over the leading role.
So the
away
2 did
third,
go.
But a little wide, even wider than that is the Bearish one. Up the
And the jockey in the 5 has to go.
Second last is Dare to Beat, and
But he's not going
now
to.
lands a share of that third place joint position. Around the first turn they go, past the 6.5, and Practical Way. In those fluorescent silk shows the way by 1 dwindling length. Leah of Little Faith takes up the chase in second, and Oilers wide, but now has third outright. Up the inside, Midnight Strikes is right there, and Dear Defeat is ready to punch on through, and Boca Guys 3 wide for the backstretch run. And the Bearish one continues to wag along at the back of the pack, but only 4.5 lengths would cover tip to tail as they race down to the 4 furlong pole. Leah of Little Faith senses a slower pace and takes a crack at Practical Way, but Practical Way draws a line to the sand for Leah of Little Faith to pass. Under a ride comes Euler in
I'm
third.
watching it on my
Midnight
phone.
Strikes
Unfortunately,
stayed
I
at that
can't
rail
show
to
it
no avail.
to you
Dropping
guys.
last was Dare Divide and passed in tandem by the Bearish one and Boca Guy 5/16 out from the winning line.
Yeah, we're not looking good here on this bet.
Made every pole a
And
winning one and leads
the
by
jockey on
1.5
the 2 did a
lengths.
really nice
Leah
job
Little
sending
Faith
that
comes
horse.
under a ride. Midnight
Smart move.
Strikes his ground, saving Oilers deep as they turn in, and Practical
That pace
Way is
number's
making
so
short
sick.
work of the opposition today. A good battle for second between Leah of Little Faith, Midnight
All right,
Strikes,
let's
and
go
Euler deep
to
on the track.
Belmont.
Practical Way came out of his corner.
The 2 got the lead. Smart move by the jockey. I'm just watching. I'm watching it on my betting site where I'm watching that. But we'll show. There's certain tracks we can show. Like we'll be able to show Woodbine. That's coming up in 6 minutes. Belmont. We're going to go to Belmont. We did play a pick 5. And got this 3-horse home. And okay, so let's. Maybe we'll do a pick 3. All right. So Moloch, this horse, this is a grade 3 fillies and mares 3 and up. I want to make sure that I don't miss it. And this is on the turf, 11 furlongs. The turf is yielding. The 5-horse really looks solid. Super competitive here. And the 3, I like the EquinEdge picks. I think those 2, and they just took off. So we're going to go to Woodbine right after this.
With Parnack racing in second, and then
You're trying to beat the
McKeever
5 here,
in
Justin?
third, and Sister O'Toole is the early trailer in fourth as they begin the 11 furlong journey. Idea Generation leads here by a little more than 2 lengths. McKeever and Parnak are right together, second and third, and Sister O'Toole
So they're going to go around
is
again.
the trailer.
Currently,
Taking
the
it to
one is
stretch
on the
now for
lead.
the first time, the opening quarter over
Idea
the yielding
Generation,
turf
10
at
to 1.
25 seconds. Idea Generation sets the pace, leads by a length and a half. Parnak and McKeever, they are right together, second and third.
Only
Sister
4
O'Toole
horses in the race.
continues to trail. Idea Generation has the lead here, and we now have 1 lap remaining. Idea Generation in front here by 2. Parnak second by a head. McKeever, the big favorite on the outside in third, and Sister O'Toole. So positions unchanged as the field goes into the clubhouse turn in this grade 3 way-up. Idea Generation now opens up. Idea Generation with a 3.5 length lead. Parnak is second by a length. And McKeever is in third, a half dozen lengths
One
from
is
the front.
about
Sister O'Toole
4
is
lengths in front.
Idea Generation.
Yeah, but you know what?
Longest shot
I
in the
mean,
race.
kind of made a move
Leads
early.
by
That might be a
almost
little
3.
bit too early.
Parnak
3's
is
really
second
well in hand.
by a length and a half.
Parnak,
With McKeever in third.
38% on the
Sister
EquinEdge
O'Toole.
win.
Idea Generation. The lead
From what I
is
can see
down
here,
to
I mean, this is
length and a
between the
half.
3 and the
With
5.
Parnak getting closer.
3's
3/4
crawling
up
as
at
well.
117 and
Really
1.
well within hand.
McKeever runs in third. Also getting closer to front running Idea Generation. Idea Generation.
5's just
by
sitting off the
a
3.
length and a half. Now by 2 again.
Whoa.
Parnak is second by a half length. Now McKeever is asked to pick it up, and she responds, quickly taking second. Sister O'Toole follows the move of McKeever as the field hits the top of the stretch, and the stablemates are 1-2. Idea Generation
Look
on
at
the
this
inside,
one.
and McKeever on the outside with Sister O'Toole now in third. Parnak is in fourth. It is Idea Generation, and McKeever driving on the outside. Idea Generation. And
5's going to end up
McKeever.
getting
And now McKeever
Randy,
takes the lead in deep stretch,
there's
and it will be McKeever.
everybody is having issues right now with tote. I don't know why. It's not on all races. You can see Gulfstream has it, but for whatever reason on Belmont, this is tote, and we're having some issues with it for sure. We're going to go to Woodbine, and then we'll go to Gulfstream Park race number 2. Let's see here. Yeah, 3 just wasn't good enough. All right, so let's see if we can win some money vertically here with in this race. So first thing I see is 3-2 on the 3 top EquinEdge pick, 39%, and has a good GSR. So we'll look at this horse. It won last time out. It's not a good breaker. Also, when you break your maiden, you're only like 5-6% chance of coming back to win. It's a player. It seems to be a very good horse. It's probably going to have a better future on the turf, but still looks pretty good. The one horse is only 4% to win, but it's EquinEdge's second pick, so we want to look at this carefully. It broke its maiden pretty easily and then moved up in a $1 million race. That didn't work out so well for the horse. And the GSR does drop. I have mixed feelings on that horse. The 4 Indy Champagne. This is just an okay horse, right? It's won $122,000. This is actually a really wide open race. The 5, the EquinEdge long shot, 18%. It swung 10 wide and made a mild bid and broke 9th. This horse could run a better race. It goes on the synthetic. That's not a problem for the horse. And it's won $233,000. It's a pro. The way I like to play races like this is I'll put like the 5 in all the spots, right? So I would do something like 5 to win, and then I would come back with a 3-4 with 5, and then I would come back with like a 3-4 with 5, something like that. It might not be worth the wager, but I would imagine this horse usually runs a pretty good race. It's pretty consistent. It faced a 52 group here, which was much easier, but won. It won here against a 60 group. I like the 5. I think I don't love. Here's the thing: the 3 is going to be in the money, and it might win easily. But horses like this always scare me, because they don't come back to beat maidens very often, and they just took off. So let's watch this race. I 3 is in a canter right now. All right, 4-3. So the 4 horse top 2 win percentages, first and second. The 4 horse Indy Champagne ran a good race, good GSR, faced some good horses, and ran good. And the 3 had a lot of horse, but you see what I mean? That's the scary part about horses that just break their maiden. You got to be so careful because they just don't win very often. All right. So we had played a pick 5. We got the 8 horse home. We only used 3 horses in there. And so I think this is what we did, right? 1, 2, 6, 8 is what we have here. 1, 2, 6, 8. Laurel's coming up in 10 minutes from now. So all right, we're getting kind of in the swing of things. Don't forget, in a couple of hours from now, Oldie and Chris are going to have their stretch run show. So you'll be able to go straight into there. The 2 horse Grande Soiree. Let's see here. So off the claim, Carlos David is 35%. That's pretty huge considering you got a 12% trainer, comes back at the same level. I think I'd be a little bit worried that he didn't raise this horse in class. You know, he waited. The purse is 20,000. If he wins this race, you know, they're even on the horse. So certainly capable. Then you have this horse who beat a 44 group, moving up to a 50 group, maintains the win percentage. I mean, certainly is a player. This horse, we talked about Bobby DeBona, 24% off the claim. The 6 horse Mannix, 6-5 on the EquinEdge morning line. The horse is currently 6-5. It's burned money the last couple of tries, facing similar. So that's just another one. And then the 8 Kinu beat a 48 group super easily, then went up to a 56 group. And often, guys, horses like this get ignored. Like, look, the EquinEdge morning line is 5-1. How sick is the EquinEdge morning line? Look at this. Pretty sick. Horses like this they do run very well. And what I mean is they beat easy. Then they go up against much tougher. You can see the horse goes from 8,000 to 20 and then gets his butt kicked and now drops back down to a 50 group. Like, if you can, on the synthetic, going 8.5, if you can beat a 48 group by 4 3/4 lengths and rate, you can beat this group today. and you're getting 6-1. So just a thought. Just a thought. Okay. So look at the jockey trainer combination of DeBona and Jaramillo. In 5 tries, they're 80%. This is even more impressive. Zayas and D'Angelo are 39% with Ember. Now, I don't personally love horses like this just because, look, it faced a 38 group and won, breaking its maiden. Then it goes to a 64 group, was 1%, didn't run, of course. Then drops to a 44 and wins. Now it's going up to a 50. It won pretty easily. Does it fit here? I would say it does. Nobody is really a standout here. So essentially, I don't know who's going to win between these 4 horses. I really don't. I'm hoping to find an angle as I'm looking closer. I mean, you can look at statistics all you want, but the metrics already looked at those statistics, right? There are decent odds. Like what if you said, I'm going to do a 1-2-6/8, and you play the 8 to be first, second, or third, or second or third? See, man. So I can't even bet it with Express Bet. They're having issues. Yeah, no bueno. All right, so we'll just watch the race. So I think the 8 horse can run a good race and be second or third. But on our pick 5, we have the 1-2-6-8, and we got a 7-1 shot first time starter home in the first leg. Now we would love the 8 to win. And I tell you what, I really like that move by the jockey on the 8. Now, what he needs to do, the jockey should just let the. I mean, he's with a 35-1 shot. Like, this is the part that I don't like. I don't get it. I really don't. He just got this horse 2 or 3 lengths late, easily, dealing with a 35-1 shot. Nope. Come on, 2. Come on, 2. There we go. Get this 2 home. It'd be huge for us. There we go, Sammy. Come back for second, 8. Come back for second. There we go. Huge. 286. So that's good. I tried to get that exact in there. I just could not get it in there. 5-1. So you got 7-2 over 5-1. There's nothing wrong with that. And that exact is $25 for a buck. Yeah, that's true too, Brandon. But that was good. That's a good hit. Also in the pick 5, that's a good hit. All right, Laurel race number 3. All right, so we got the 6 in the first leg. We got the 2 in the second leg. So the next leg here you can see is we had 4 horses in this pick 5. We added the 10 horse, who's only 1%, but this horse should improve going up 10 points in GSR. Second time starter. These horses often improve. Broke from the rail last time out, broke last, got a 3rd place finish. There was a runaway winner. And so 1, 3, 10, 11, you got 2 minutes before the race. The 11 horse is 31%, 7 to 5 EquinEdge morning line, and broke 11th last time out. And that was against a 54 group. Today is a 46 group. Absolutely. Absolutely. After Keeneland, we'll do that, okay? So this horse has had 2 layoff lines, which you don't like to see. So slow start. I don't think this horse, well, I don't know if it has speed or not, because in here, this trouble line, it says he led, or she led, excuse me. So it's a tough one. Interestingly, the 3 horse who we have, which is good, this horse is remember we talked about this horse, EquinEdge long shot, 10 to 1 on the morning line, but 28% to win as well, and it has a good GSR. Absolute player in this maiden race. And we're taking a risk on the 10, using that horse, and then the 1 horse, Chick Farm. This horse is getting bet. The reason we use this horse, it was because it was the EquinEdge second pick. It was 5 to 1 EquinEdge morning line and had a good GSR. So we threw that horse in here. Horses we don't really know much about are the 5 and the 7, really. So, but, and these are good connections here. They're 0 for 4. Jockey trainer combination is 0 for 4. The 7 horse is 1% to win, and they're 14%. I mean, nothing here as well. I think we could probably do this fairly easily. I do think that one of these 4 horses is going to win as they get on the turf course here. Maybe this is something where maybe you play the 3 horses your key. Take one of these horses and key them. Because if the 10 horse ends up in the money, it's going to be good. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. The rail is out 87 feet. Like, that's crazy. Right? We talked about that earlier. This rail is way out. Very, very rare that a horse is going to come from behind here, but all these horses are within each other in the pace. It's not that much. So I think one of these horses wins. I would love to see this 10 run good. Be fantastic. You can bet this in numerous ways. I like the connections of the 1 a lot. Obviously, we all do. I love the GSR on this horse. So, they obviously thought this horse would be a nice horse. So maybe at 2 to 1, maybe the 11's worth a play. It is off a layoff, though. And you can't really tell by the works because they're pretty slow. But a lot of times you'll see slow works like that from foreign horses. And it's interesting that this horse has no works on the turf at all, which is super strange to me. So maybe the 3 horse is a horse we should be looking at. They're showing off on this, so I won't be able to bet this, will I? Nope. All right. Well, okay. 1, 3, 10, 11 is what we're looking at. It's interesting that the 11 horse has no workouts on the turf. All right, Joe. Thanks for saying goodbye. Okay. Same to you. Three to two right now on the 11, who's had 2 lifetime races, broke terrible last time out, and both of those lifetime races have been off of a layoff. So we'll see what happens here. Plus is going to be wide. So the 2 first-time starters are on the lead, or 2 of the first. Actually, the 3, because the 7's a first-time starter. We would love to see this one win, but this 5 horse certainly looks like the real deal. So that's scaring me a little bit. I mean, jockey's standing on the horse. That's a first-time starter that we did not use. But look at the 1. Beautiful looking animal. 23 and 3 is pretty slow. Three horse seems to have a lot of horse, but it's gonna get trapped behind the 4. Here comes the 11. I think the 1's gonna be tough to catch. Going to be super tough to catch. And here comes the 3 and the 11. I don't think we have much to worry about here, but we'd love to see the 1 win. Come on, 1. One time. There we go. Come on. Come on. Keep going, girl. Let's go. Come on, you got this. Well, you got it. Done. There for third 3. 1, 11, 3. Beautiful. 1, 11, 3. That's the one you wanted. First time starter. Top 3 EquinEdge picks. We added the 10. Did that? You know what? I thought that 10 got 4th, didn't it? I think that 10 got 4th. I forgot about that. We have to check that out. I believe that 10 got 4th. That's impressive. If it did. Yep. It sure did. 111. No, I'm pretty sure the 10 got, the 10 did get 4th. I knew that 10 would run better. Look at that. That's how you can utilize those GSRs. Alive in this pick 5, Tony. Yep. Look at that. I told you that 3, guys. We'll look at that again. You have to, especially when you're talking about second time, third time starters. Look at that. That's so cool. It's neat when it works like that, but I'll show it to you again. See this 10? Ran 1 time, broke 7th from the rail, still got 3rd. And look at the GSR. It's going from 52 to 62. And when you look at the GSR plus grid, the tab is 12 points higher than it is on dirt. Okay? So this horse wants turf, and it improved like that. All right? Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, that's... Oh, we got a grade 1 here, the Joe Hirsch. All right, and we got a late pick 5. I'll try to play one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I think so, Tony. In fact, I was just talking to Brian, producer Brian, about that, and I think we're going to do a 2-day Breeders' Cup show. I think Oldie is going to do one as well, but I think we're going to do that, yeah. Probably. Warlike Goddess is in the race, and what a wonderful race this is. Look at this, guys. This is super interesting. Grand Sonata is the EquinEdge top pick. 9-2 EquinEdge morning line. is 27-1. Well, I can understand it as well. I don't know why he's EquinEdge's top pick. I don't know. I understand why he's 27-1 because, look, this is a horse that has been facing optional claiming, and now it's in a grade 1. Maybe Todd Pletcher knows something about this horse, but it's going up in GSR as well. Interesting long shot. I don't even understand why this horse is the EquinEdge top pick, but if this horse wins, that'll be just phenomenal. Soldier Rising. Here's a horse that's been running in grade 1, the Sword Dancer. That was a very good race, by the way. Now it's 16%, has amazing GSRs. Like, I would imagine this is the horse to beat. What a great race. What a great race. Interesting horse, guys. Okay, Justin and Chris are doing the Breeders' Cup show on Saturday live, though. Okay, we won't be. We'll be doing a pre-show like we did last year, definitely, because I'm going to be playing in the BCBC, and I'm going to be at Santa Anita. So, I mean, hey Jay, awesome. Things are really blessed. I'm in Irvine, California right now. I actually am going to be here for who knows. I'm going back and forth. Last year was really good, wasn't it, Oldie? That was a really good 2 days. Those shows were good. Yeah, I mean, you 25-1. I'm trying to figure out the best way to play this. This horse doesn't look to have much of a look, so I'm going to get rid of the 8. For sure. Okay. Rebels Romance. Clipped heels and lost the rider. A lot of times these horses get overbet next time out. Now, it did win the Breeders' Cup Turf. Okay. Well, he won the Breeders' Cup Turf. I mean, obviously, this is an absolute beast. Appleby, Buick, they kept this horse here. Man, I mean, that's true. Good point. What Oldie said, proven on a wet turf, and it's a yielding turf. I honestly, this race is so wide open, guys. I don't even know what to think. I really don't. Look at this 7 horse. Maybe this 7 horse at Belmont could be a single. The EquinEdge long shot, maybe. And it's 5-2 EquinEdge morning line and 18% in a wide open race. So let's do that. Let's do this as a ticket. I don't think this is a bad ticket. I think the 7 we'll get a fair race from the 7, and hopefully it can get the win. Did the race take off? Well, this stinks. Man, it's brutal. Let me tell you something. We had the site down on a weekend one time, EquinEdge, and I was freaking out. It's brutal. So they haven't yet, but ExpressBet is having all sorts of issues. Wow. Usually when you have issues like this, guys, it's usually server issues, meaning the capacity and they didn't adjust for it, that's usually what you see. So if you look at, now I'm obviously not going to be able to show you the race, but we don't have that ability. But at 28-1 right now, Grand Sonata, the 3-horse, I mean, at least put the horse first, second, or third, like in the exotics, like, right? You could do, well, we're not doing a pick 5 anymore. So let's get out of there. All right, so Warlike Goddess is a very nice horse, no doubt about it. I mean, and look at these GSRs. You know this is the top of the crop. Yeah.
The horses are now approaching the starting gate.
Horses are at the gate right now, and I mean, there's so many options here. I'll tell you what, guys. 8-1 right now on Soldier Rising. What a great race this is. I mean, whatever horse you like, you are getting paid, all because people are betting the Breeders' Cup champion, Breeders' Cup Turf champion. I mean, obviously, he's a very nice horse. It'll be interesting to see. Either way, it's a great race. Good luck. I'm watching it on my screen. I can't show it to you guys, but we have Woodbine pick 5. Okay, we'll do that pick 5. We've got Gulfstream Park as well that we're live in the pick 5. So I'm going to go straight to Woodbine after this race. Got to watch this race.
And they're off in the 1.5 mile Joe Hirsch Turf Classic.
The one horse got the lead so high. Big long shot. You can see the pace number. It'll stop.
As Pioneering Spirit runs in
67 average SOR. It's going to stop. 94-1. And look, but you don't think a 94-1 can play a role in affecting here? Look what it did. It's a rabbit. I don't know who he's working with, but who's he? Like, why does he go that fast? Who's he trying to set? You know who this sets it up for, right? Absolutely, Soldier Rising in last. The 6. It definitely helps the 6 if you use the 6 at 8-1.
Down on the inside is Grand Sonata in 4th. Then comes Stone Age and Warlike Goddess. Those two are right together. And at the back of the pack are Astronaut.
Let's just train the horse for a month and then have it be a rabbit and cost the owners $3,500 for the month. Makes a lot of sense.
Ran the half in 49-2. So High is isolated on his own here, taking the field to the back stretch. Then that big break to Pioneering Spirit, who is racing in 2nd. Rebels Romance on the outside is in 3rd. Then comes Grand Sonata down on the inside in 4th. The mare, Warlike Goddess, down at the rail, past there.
Come on, Grant, 3 or 6.
1:15 and a 3. As the field races midway up the back stretch, and So High continues to maintain this huge advantage. Pioneering Spirit in 2nd, and Rebels Romance is next in 3rd. Then Grand Sonata, followed by Stone Age, Warlike Goddess, Soldier Rising, and Astronaut. It is So High going around the far turn, and the lead is about 15, 17 lengths. Then comes Pioneering Spirit as Rebels Romance now begins to pick it up on the outside. Rebels Romance now takes 2nd. Pioneering Spirit is back running in 3rd. Then Warlike Goddess. So High has the lead as they come into the stretch. It is So High trying to pull off a huge upset here. So High is the leader. Warlike Goddess is now gobbling up the ground on the outside. And here she comes now. And Warlike Goddess has taken over the lead with a 16th to the finish. The 6-year-old daughter of English Channel. Warlike Goddess wins the Grade 1 Joe Hirsch Turf
I
Classic.
cannot believe that horse got
Rising,
third, guys.
right from last to
That
get
is
second,
so
and it looked
crazy.
like so high.
Well,
On for third.
that is unbelievable. I like, great run. Unbelievable. That one horse so high ended up getting third. Incredible. All right, we got to do a pick 5 over at Woodbine, so we're going to go there. It turned out to be a good strategy for sure. I was definitely wrong. All right, let's go to Woodbine. They're always on time, so we have to be really quick
Number
about
2,
this.
Warlike
Goddess
first.
getting the win.
Number 6, Soldier Rising second.
And the 6 did
Number
get
1,
second. Thanks, Justin. All right, this is a 20-cent denomination, so we're going to play a $48 ticket. All right. So we have what appears to be a wide open race here. So we're going to we got to add this horse here, the EquinEdge long shot. So we'll throw that there. Well, hopefully we'll be able to find a single. Could get some prices here. Here's another wide open race. We'll add that horse. All right, see if we can find a single. These. So this 6 horse can't back off. Has burned some money. It is 28% here. Let's see the trip this horse is going to get. So it is going to be in between horses. This horse could get away. 9, 6, 10. I think we're using the EquinEdge long shot is the 1. I do want to take a look at this one. Second time starter, who you don't know could improve. So maybe we should at least add the 1. These second time starters, guys, this one broke from the rail last time out. Anything can happen. You got to be careful. We'll throw this 4 in there. And then we just need to look at this 3 at 8%. Another second time starter. You could really get a bomb here. So we're going to use that. And then we got a 43% horse that maybe we can single. Has some speed. Has an outside post. And then the 4. Seven gets outside. GSR drops a little bit. Guys, this is a wide open race as well. So I would do this ticket. I think the 9 will probably win the race 5, and then you're just praying for race number 4 or race number 6. If you guys want some action, I think I would do something like this. We're going to try to get. I'm going to try to stay here, and then we'll get to Gulfstream Park. Although we're alive over at Gulfstream Park, and we don't love anybody here, but you know what? Let's just stick here. Okay. I'm playing producer right now. Oh yeah. Oh, did he? Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, there's a wall of them. Eight's going on the inside, and the nine's got a lot of momentum. So does the eight. I think the eight's running a little bit better than the nine. Nine's kind of climbing a little bit. Oh, here it goes. Nine's going to get it. 12-1. 9-8-7. All right, let's get out. All right, we're rooting for the 1-2-4-7. They need to put the 6-horse Spicy Guacamole. She can run, guys, but to watch her, you might want to follow her. They need to put her dirt long. They do. They need to put her dirt long. Oh, yeah, she did not take that turn. Something's wrong. Wow, impressive. All right, we're moving on in the pick five. We had 1-2-4-7 came in 4-7-1-2. I mean, we're right on, man. We are spot on. 9-horse won over at Woodbine in race number 2. Oh, that was the okay. That's the one we added last, Anthony. Okay, so that was the price play and the EquinEdge long shot. And look at this. I didn't even see this. Look at this. It's top GSR. Yep. Yeah, see, guys, you got one algorithm, the price plays. Okay. You've got EquinEdge long shot, another algorithm. And then you have the GSR, another algorithm. And the top win percentage is the 8 only at 25%. Right? This is a major player in the race. This is how you can handicap in seconds just doing that. There's nothing wrong with the SOR. It's right there. Okay. Look here at the SOR. It's been 6 times against a 59 SOR group going 5.5 on the synthetic. 1 win in 2 seconds. There we go. Okay. The information usually is right there. You only use the 8 and 9. Oh, that's huge, Alan. When you do stuff like that and then you spread in the other legs, and you get by that, it's huge. If you want to get an indication of kind of how like something's going to pay off, look at like we'll look at race number 3 and see what the pick 3 was over it paid over at Gulfstream Park once that's over. I hope ExpressBet can get their act together, but I don't think so. Laurel Park, 4 minutes to race 4. What was that 4-horse over at Gulfstream? What was its morning line? So the 4-horse was 5-1 on the 4. Guys, this is actually a nice hit. 5-1, 19%. Look at, we talk about wide open win percentages. Look, wide open win percentages. And yeah. and we got the 4. What did I say about second-time starters? Actually, this is pretty impressive. Look, this horse broke from the 2-hole against 10 other horses in its first start, okay? And it broke last and barely lost. This was in a 25,000 claimer. Now, they move it up in class to a maiden special weight, but it's a state bred. So those are much easier, but goes from a 42 SOR to a 56. Like, that would have been a nice claim, actually. Super nice job by Barbosa. Nice job. Reyes aboard and wins impressively. The pick 3 pays $72 for 50 cents. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's, if we get even one other long shot, the 2 pays $9.60. This horse was 5-1 as well. And the first leg, we got that 8 horse at 8-1, first time starter. So not bad. Like, we're in line for a really nice pick 5 payout, possibly. So good stuff. Laurel race number 4. Let's get out to there. Even money on the 4, PJ's rider. Let's make sure we don't miss this. $29%. Top EquinEdge pick. And GSR's, okay. So, but if you look at this horse's style, guys, you see that over here, it seems to run best on the lead. And there's some speed in here. 6 horses on the outside, and the 6 definitely needs the lead. And is sprinting. It's the EquinEdge second pick as well, which means it's got some substance. So it will be pressing this horse. So you have a decision to make. I don't personally like the 6. Now, it was on the rail last time out, but that was going, yeah, this horse clearly needs the lead. It's dropping from a 42 SOR to a 36. This horse is coming back at a 36. You see the difference? When you see here the 4 horse, look at the first 3 races. Didn't run a lick against a 58, 50, and 46, and then drops to a 36, and look what happens. It's all about class. I now have the hiccups. Now, this horse's style doesn't like to pass horses. It clearly also probably wants to be on the lead. So all of a sudden now you're like, okay, is there a live long shot? Or does the 4 just go gate to wire? Right? I mean, this is just a bad race altogether. But could we get a price? Could look at a horse like this who keeps breaking bad. Right? So tied at the start, and still only lost by 4 3/4 lengths when it faced this horse. And this horse had a perfect trip. So wouldn't you like the 5 more than you'd like the EquinEdge long shot? I'm surprised the EquinEdge long shot didn't choose the 5, but this horse is not the best breaker. Would love to see 6.5 furlongs. That's a tough race. Tough race, guys. Is anybody alive in the pick 5 here at Laurel? Let me know if you are. So we only use the 4, 3, 4, and 6. Oops. So I'm going to do a 3, 4, 6. I don't like the 6, so I'm going to play against it. And I'm just going to put the 5. 3, 4 with 5. That's just what I'm going to play. And I hope that the 4 horse, the 6 is getting all the play. Maybe they know something, but that's just the way I'm going to play it. All right, let's see what happens here. Okay, so you need so let's get this 3 home. Then that would be good for you. I'm assuming you need the 3, 4, 6. Jotham, what did you do? Who are you using in here? Steven's alive too. Okay. Come on, 5. Get second. Get second, 5. There we go. That's how we do it. Woo. Ah, shit. Tell me the 5 did not win that race. Now they're showing the 4, which is a good sign. I need to see that one more time. We got 7-1 on the 5. We just need the 4 or 5 exacta. This 4 just stopped. 98% to win from here. 98%. I think the 4 got it. All right, guys. That's the way we do it right there. 4 or 5. Got the pick 5 and the exacta. What did that exacta 4, 5 pay? That might pay good, actually, because $10. That's a little disappointing, actually. I mean, I'll take it. But you had the 3 that was getting bet, you had the 6 that was getting bet. We got the 4. All right, that's good. Let's see. What do we have at Gulfstream Park real quick here? So I know you guys are probably playing Keeneland. And we used to be able to show Keeneland. I don't. I need to make a call and find out whether we can start showing Keeneland or not. By the way, Dan, thanks for sending me that video. Let's see here. Keeneland's off. Okay, no, I wanted to look at Gulfstream Park and see what we have. We singled the 3. We singled the 3. Oh, thanks, Alan. So right now this horse is 4-1. Nobody's really getting bet. There's still 12 minutes. I hope anyways, when the serious betting comes, it's going to go to the 3. D'Angelo, Jaramillo are 80%. Top EquinEdge picks, 7-5 EquinEdge morning line. Let's just get this horse home. We get this horse home, there's a high likelihood we might be able to finish this off. And then if we do get this horse home and we could beat the 11, now we're looking at a really good payout. So we'll see. All right. Let's go to Belmont. So I had a note on this horse, first time out. Colonial Downs, horrible trip, still won, watch for next, very honest. That was my note. Now drops 8 points in GSR, but it was from the 2-hole and broke 9th. So clearly the horse has some talent. Castellano jumps aboard in a race that looks really wide open. Emery won easily, breaking her maiden, over at Saratoga. Maybe we can look and see if we can get a closer look. This is a product called, you love the 4 here, Tony? This is, no, we're at BEQ. This is called our link feature, EquinEdge Prime, that we're going to have eventually, where you're going to be able to click on the date and look at the race in, close. So Emery beats a horse named 7, or the 7 horse Wascusio, and this horse in his first race got 4th, ran a 2nd, ran okay. The 4 horse, this horse didn't come back to do well, came back and got a 4th. So it looks like, and this is good because we don't necessarily want this horse to win. It looks like Emery just faced an average group of horses, but did it easily. And it's 35% to win. Sometimes we can find some sleepers here. If we look at this one for Belmont won first time out with this horse. Belmont is not good with first or second time starters. So for this horse to win, either is saying that there was a weak group. We were 30-1 we had on this first time starter here. The 1 horse, she's wicked smart. Same thing. These are all first time starters. It's hard to really tell whether this group was that good or not. Hard read on just for your info. FYI. Central Avenue. Let's look at this horse. It beat a horse called Perfectly Wicked, who was a first-time starter, who came back to win easily next time out. So that's a good sign. Luana came back to get 2nd by a length next time out, and the 6 horse Steampunk had got 3rd in its first race and 4th by 6. The SOR is a little bit lower, but these horses have come back to run good. So maybe there is something there for Central Avenue. Life Talk is 6-5 right now, and this horse broke its maiden in its 2nd start easily. It had the top pace number. It was 33. So it did what it was supposed to do. Now, the horse that got 2nd came back in a straight maiden race and ran good. You've got it, Gil. Let me look here for you. Over at Delaware. All right, let's see here. Real quickly, how'd this horse come back to do? Chad Brown horse, 4 Paradise Lane. This horse came back to run good. So Life Talk looks good. So the 2 horse looks to be the real deal. Currently 7-5. Why the EquinEdge morning line doesn't love it, I don't know. As far as Delaware Park, 2nd race, the 2 horse won, Practical Way. Went gate to wire. We saw that race, I think. And then Mucho Tiger. Bold Baby was a horse I had a note on. Went off at 5-1. Watched longer. But it ran good. You might want to add this horse to your horses you're following. And you can see here this Bold Baby wants longer. Look. Look at this. So, and the fact that it ran good like this at 6 furlongs says a lot. So watch that horse longer. Then what's the other one you wanted to see, Gil? Belterra? Heston won, 71% horse to win. The one horse, Aviana. Look at this horse, was 7-1 on the EquinEdge morning line in what appears to be a wide open race, and had the second top GSR. Race number 4, the 5 horse won, Rolston, and race number 5 just took off. All right. Sealed track, we talked about that earlier when the 3 horse won. And E.E. long shot the 1 over at over here. Big pace number, and it has a good SOR, and it won easily. Yeah, it's the EquinEdge long shot as well. Emery might be getting overbet. Remember we said, it didn't necessarily face that great. Maybe, what about like a 1-2 exacta box or something like that? That might not be a bad play, right? Yeah, it looks like they got it figured out. I'm going to do an exacta box 1-2. We'll see. The 6 horse certainly won easily. These are very difficult races, but I mean, it didn't face all that much. It's a 1-turn mile as well, which the speed's going to hold, and the track is sealed. We'll see what happens here. We've got Gulfstream Park coming up in about 5 minutes, and we've got also Woodbine. We got the EquinEdge long shot to win at 13-1 in the first leg. So I know some of you played that and are live. You're okay. Okay, we got to get that. Who are we alive to, Tony? Which horse are we alive to in that? You're welcome. My pleasure. Oh, we're singled? Who are we singled to at Laurel? The 11, right? Okay. Okay, BAQ. So Belmont Park. Absolute mess of weather over there right now. Like, wow. The rain is pouring. You know what? I would, maybe do an exacta box 1-2-4. With Central Avenue has a chance to be in the money somewhere. Maybe like in the trifecta.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, races 6 and 9 are off the turf. We are off the turf for the remainder of today.
So I'm going to do a 1-2 with a 1-2 with 4 trifecta. Why not? We're going to go to Gulfstream immediately afterwards, where we're single to the 3 horse. So far, so good. The 1 horse should have an easy lead, and the track is sealed. Weather's terrible. And the 2 horse looks like the real deal to me.
Waiting now for Central
Irad's
Avenue.
aboard.
Just FYI.
But he might have a hard time catching Yarrow Rendon at 7-1 on the lead for John Service. But that weather is no bueno.
We are ready for race 5. And they're off. In the Grade 1 Frazette Stakes.
One got a flyer, which is huge for us.
Quickly out for the early lead. Emery
Not even
is
asked.
racing in second. And then comes Life Talk, who's down towards the rail. Princess Indy is in between horses with just FYI.
I didn't see the picture. What was it? I'll look in a second.
Central Avenue in sixth. They've crossed over now from the chute to the main track, and Irish Maxima leads here by a length. With Emery, the even money favorite, sitting in second. Opening quarter over the sloppy track in 23 3/5 seconds. Just FYI is third, about 3.5 from the front. Then comes Life Talk and Princess Indy, followed by Central Avenue. Irish Maxima leads here by a length, with Emery still in second, 1.5 lengths. Life Talk is down at the rail. Just FYI on the outside. Then Princess Indy, who's dropping back a bit, and Central Avenue. Half mile in 47 3/5 seconds. Irish Maxima by a neck. Emery is in between horses with Just FYI moving well on the outside. Here comes Just FYI up to challenge for the lead. Irish Maxima is in between horses now as Life Talk rallies down at the rail. Emery is in fourth. Here's Just FYI. Here's Life Talk. They're 1-2 now. Followed by Emery, Irish Maxima, Central Avenue putting in a late run, but Just FYI kicks clear now. Just FYI on to victory here in the 76th
18-1 on the 4. I knew that horse was going to run good.
Just
Just FYI, I knew the 6 was not necessarily as live as it looked. Ah. Oh, Pax got that card. Oh, he got Brock Purdy. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice going, Pax. That is awesome. Look at that. That's a great picture too. Good job. Did you know Purdy for San Francisco is statistically better than any quarterback San Francisco's ever had, ever. Montana, everything. Yeah. Okay, Gulfstream Park. We need this 3. Oh, shit, the 3's even money. Let that be a sign for us. Let that be a sign. Because we don't care about the odds. All we know is that 3 was 2-1 on the morning line. And it looked, the race on paper looks wide open, but we think we might have found something here. Nice going, Pax, getting that card. How much did you pay for it? I'll give you $10 more. You can make a profit right away. Okay? See you, Justin. I don't think there's a bet here. We just need the 3 to win. All right, so let's just get to it. Don't forget the stretch run show with Oldie and Chris is coming up in about an hour. It's worth $1,500 to $2,500, and the box was $400. Damn. Save that thing. If he ends up winning a Super Bowl, that thing's going to be worth crazy amounts. I never like to lose ground. 4 to 5 shot losing ground. Shuffle back a ton. No. Ah, no, I haven't. I haven't even heard of it. Oh, that stinks. All right, we're gonna get out to Woodbine. We're out of our pick five. That's a drag. The 6-horse self-taught won the race, and it was just a tough race on paper, no doubt about it. I haven't seen it on Las Olas at all. Eddie V's, huh? We're live at Laurel. We'll go there. We got 9 minutes. We'll get that Laurel Park one. Ah, what up, Adam? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing? All right, so let's get to Woodbine because we are. I didn't play it, but some of you played the pick five and really got a good one. I think it was a $42 play. This is the one I recommended. I like the 9. 4 is one of many horses in here, so I think depending on what you did or if you added more in here, we'll see. But I mean, this horse is a player for sure, and it can improve. And Kevin Attard is 19% with second-time starters, 18% with first-time starters. Nice, Perry. Hello to you. Thank you for saying hi. Okay, so we have Woodbine here. We're going to we can watch Woodbine, and they're going into the gate, and we're rooting for the 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So everybody but the 3. Now, clearly, the 2-horse Money Beats is going to have a big pace advantage. Second off the layoff is the 7-horse Sassiness, and then the 6-horse. Yeah, it's a wide open race. I don't think I'm going to put a bet in, but just watch it through for you guys. Everybody but the 3. Past YOLO. That's the street I live off of, right there. YOLO. Right there. I live in a high rise right there off of right there YOLO. As in fact, I bet Anna at YOLO's. I will. Denise. I'm writing that down. YOLO's great. I think the 6 got there. So I know we got it, right? And that was 6-1 on the morning line, which is better than the 4-horse. So that's a good hit for you guys. That also was the EquinEdge long shot. So that's two EquinEdge long shots here in this first couple of legs of the early pick 5 from Woodbine. So that's great. Look at that. I love it. Sweet. Yeah, and 4-1. The EquinEdge long shot is such an amazing algorithm, guys. You know, that thing is winning 15% of the time, but it's in the money 34% of the time. It's such a great algorithm. We built like 10 long shot algorithms, and that one just stood far and away clearer than the other ones. Pretty neat. Pretty proud of that algorithm. The pace number is another one that's super awesome, right? I mean, look, the 2 had the lead, but it didn't stay. Okay, we're going to Laurel, clearly. We got to get this pick 5. Yep. So we need this 11 horse, who is the favorite. God, that darn 3 horse at Gulfstream Park didn't run good. Don't forget, guys, the stretch run is coming up in about 50 minutes. So I'll be out of here so you guys can listen to some very smart guys. Okay. All right. Alive to the 11 horse, single to the 11. Yeah, it's just such an amazing algorithm. So we got Laurel. There's 3 minutes before the race. And let's see if we can find a vertical to play. Okay. Thanks for joining today, you guys. It was last minute. I thought we'd have nobody watching. Because literally I called Brian and Anna to set the show up an hour before we started. So 8 o'clock this morning. I'm like, I'm not really doing anything right now. We should just do a show. So I appreciate you joining. It's great to see all these familiar faces. Or not faces, but you know what I mean. Okay, so look, we can eliminate these pretty easily. The 10 is the EquinEdge long shot, so I will not eliminate it, but at the 1%, 30-1, you can see we can get rid of those. Now we feel confident that the 1's probably going to have the lead, and it's the second time starter. We don't know how this horse is going to run at all. And honestly, like, this is what you have to concern yourself with second time starters. Honestly, anything can happen here. Now this horse is a proven loser. It's 20-1 on the EE morning line. It's getting bet because of the 6-1 morning line, and it faced a 32 group and got 5th and 10, like not likely. And the EquinEdge long shot algorithm could have used the 3 and it didn't. So we'll get rid of that. The 6 horse Run Rocky Run faced a 32 group at 33% and ran good. GSR similar, facing a 36 today and 7%. And the EquinEdge long shot algorithm didn't use it. So we'll get rid of that. It could have used the 1. It is a second time starter, so maybe it got confused. We don't know if this horse is going to improve or not, so we won't throw that horse out. The 10 horse is the EquinEdge long shot. It's a money burner. It is facing easier. I wouldn't imagine a horse like this would win, but horses like this, good jockey is aboard. And this horse could be in the money. It's got 4 third place finishes and 14 tries. I don't see a win coming with this horse, so that's good for the 11. So I really don't think that this horse is, the 11's facing all that much. 11 looks like the real deal in this race. 5 horse could be good. I don't think the 10 wins. The 7 horse, this horse is a player. For, going from 2%, the 7 is a player too. It's 5-1 in the EquinEdge morning line, and the one horse we just don't know about. So I mean, the 11 is going to be, I would imagine, first or second. Okay. Don't forget to hit the like button, everybody, if you think about it. Appreciate that. We're just rooting for the 11. That's what we're rooting for. 11, and then maybe there's a trifecta involved, doing an 11 over, maybe key the EquinEdge long shot in the second or third spot, possibly. Like do an 11 over 157 over 10. Yeah, why not? I'm up a little bit. $11, 157 over 10. Something like that. And then just in case, 11-10. Could do something like that. Keeneland race number 4 is coming up shortly. I'm so bummed we're out of that Gulfstream Park. That's going to pay really good, by the way. It's going to pay really, really good. Who did we have? Let's see. Gulfstream Park. Finishing off race number 5, we had these horses. 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 11. And let's see what it's paying. $3,000, $2,100, $2,700, $1,600, $4,700, and $1,200. It's actually lower than I would have thought, honestly. All right, they're at the gate for Laurel Park race number 5. Keeneland race number 4 is coming up in 3 minutes from now. And so I will skedaddle after Gulfstream Park race number 5. And then the stretch run's coming up at, I think, 12:20, I think. And so I did an 11 with 157 with 10 trifecta, hoping the 10 gets third. And I also put a little bit of an exacta 11-10. What can we expect on pace? There's really no pace in the race. I'm not going to be surprised if the 1 sends to the lead. And but the 11 does have some class. So you might see the 11 maybe in third or fourth, which would be a good sign. It doesn't want to be too far back, especially with the rail so far out. You can get that here. Rail 35 feet out. And to put that in perspective, you can see, look at this gap here between these white rails. This would be a full, right, where there is no rail, and they put this rail out here, and that's big. And it makes it super narrow. Thank you, Fred, so much. I really appreciate that. 3:20 Eastern time. Yep, so 12:20. Yep. They're going to be covering Keeneland, so I'll be playing that with you guys. Hey, Jerry. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jerry, very much. Yeah, I miss you guys. All right. We're going to do some good things, though. I'm not done. It helps, though, when you're active on the chat room. It helps me a lot. Some people, maybe it doesn't matter. For me, I feed off of that energy. But I recognize, too, we have to be hopefully doing well. I think we've been pretty good today. We lost that single over at Gulfstream Park, which stinks. But we're hoping to recover here with this 11. On the outside, class of the field. This 1 could take them a long way at 12-1. Really would like to see the 11 horse sitting in like third or fourth. So there's the 5. Major contender in this race. 6 and 11 have yet to load. The 7 horse also looks like a player. There goes the 6. They did have some issues with the 5 loading into the gate. Not very relaxed, which is good. We're not rooting for the 5, and the 5's a player. 6 horses struggling as well. Never good. Like if you have a bet on the 6 horse, you want to take it off. I don't like you're going to lose 98 out of 100 times. Maybe the horse can be in the money, but most likely not even that when they struggle like that. And when the jockey is hitting on that horse before they even go in the gate, it doesn't do well for either one of them. They need to give more help. And instead of relying on one person to try to get this horse in the gate, somebody needs to get out of the gate and go help. Yep. Let's just watch. Okay. One person's there for help now. There we go. See how easy that is? There's the 11. All right. Come on. Break good. No. 11 keeps lugging in. 5, 7, 11. Horse just wouldn't run straight at all. Just could not get that horse to run straight. Could not get that horse to run straight at all. Sorry, guys. God, I wanted that. Yeah. All right, let's get to Belmont Park. Pick 6. I might play this pick 6. $1 denomination. Single to the 7 horse. We had talked about this. The EquinEdge long shot. It's 5-2 on the EquinEdge morning line. 4 wins. This 10 wit is the EquinEdge top pick, but it seems to be. I don't think its form is that great. I don't think its form is all that great. This is a wide open race, you guys, for sure. Like even the 3 horse Allegon could win this race. Dancing Buick. This horse had a wide post here and then a layoff. So something happened. Then draws the 2 hole, shows a lot of speed. I mean, this 11 can improve tremendously and now draws outside sprinting. but the GSR drops to a 58. I don't like that. This is a grade 3. But honestly, look at these GSRs. They're not that great. This is about as low as GSRs. That's why another reason why I think I like the 7 horse, because that GSR is so big. Because to win a grade 3 race, the average is about a 73 or 74, if I remember correctly, on the GSR. So that would make me like the 7 even a little bit more. I have a note on this 10. Dueled on the inside with the big favorite and still ran like that. Then ran back here to this. Faces similar. Even money on the EquinEdge morning line. Super good GSR. The 1 horse is the EquinEdge long shot. I mean, this 10 horse is 36%. Looks super tough. And it's tactical as well. Five to 2 on the EE morning line for this 11. The system's not using it. All right, I'm going to throw those in there. We're singling this horse. We'll use those in there. I think we have all these covered. We'll lock that. That looks like a wide open race. Here, 7's the EquinEdge long shot. Off of a layoff. I don't think we can afford to leave this horse off. So I'm doing a little bit bigger ticket. So this is the ticket I'm going to play. You can do a variation of this, but that's what I'm going to play. One, 2, 3, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, and 7. With 10. With 6. With all, basically. Yeah. So 375 plus. If something's good enough for me to single, I have to bet it to win. As long as it's not 3 to 5. And I think any one of these horses, like you could do a trifecta with the 7, like 7 with 9, 10, 11 with 3, and doing an exact as 7, 3. Could do something like that. I don't think I have time to get it in, and I want to. Let's see here. Watch this race. I can't show the race, you guys. So I'll be watching from my phone. They're at the gate. Now, one of the things I like about the 7 is it's tactical. So maybe I'm going to do the trifecta. 7. I'm going to put the 3 in the third spot at 16 to 1 with 9, 10, 11. And maybe get lucky there. Either way, if the 7 wins, I've got my win bet. All right. Good luck, you guys. Oh, it's live on YouTube? I can't show it on YouTube. I don't have the approvals to do that.
Waiting now for With and
DJ,
Dancing
you like the 9? Understandable, for sure.
Number 11, Dancing Buck, moves in, and we're set for the start.
I just don't want to see the 7 duel with the 3.
And they're off. Alexis S. from the rail, now being passed there by today's Flavor. And on the outside, it is Dancing Buck. So today's Flavor has the lead. Dancing Buck is running in second. Allegon and Thin White Duke, they're right together third and fourth. Yes and Yes runs in fifth. Then the Gray Pirate Rick in sixth. Then we come back to Wit, who's followed at the rail by Alexis S. And in between horses there is Amon. The quarter went in 22, and 1/5 seconds taking up there was number 2, Alexis S. The leader here is today's Flavor, 3/4 of a length. Dancing Buck on the outside runs in second. Then it's Thin White Duke. Allegon down at the rail. A break of almost 3 lengths now. Back to Yes and Yes and Pirate Rick.
Come on, 7, all the way.
5 and 2, they are in the stretch, and it is today's Flavor who has the lead here with Thin
Come on,
White
7.
Duke now
All the way.
down on the outside.
Come on, 7.
It's today's Flavor. Thin White Duke in second. Allegon is next in third.
Come on, 7.
With a late move. They're coming on for the finish. And it
Come
is
on,
today's
7, go.
Flavor trying to hold off Thin White
Come
Duke.
on, 7.
Today's Flavor has won it. Thin White Duke was second.
3 got
and
4th.
Rally for third.
Damn. That's all right. We got the single. Whew. That was close. I don't think I can, Oldie. I don't think I can show that on our feed. It's not worth the risk. That was so close. Well, we got it. We got the first single home. So that was good. That 3 at 21-1 almost held on for third. That is such a drag. That would have been a nice trifecta, honestly. That would have been nice. Ah. But we got the win. It came in 7, 9, 10, 3. The 7 horse over the 9 at 6-1. And the 3 over 21-1, that would have been a heck of a trifecta, actually. But 7 barely hung on. One of you really liked the 9. Good call on the 9. Yeah. Yeah. Good call, DJ. Look at that 3. Right there. And the 10 got up late. All right. That's okay. We got the single home. And that's the most important thing. Look, remember we were talking about earlier, you have a good win percentage, a good EquinEdge morning line. Remember we talked about the GSR and winning graded races? Look at the GSR. By far the top GSR of the horses that were contenders. Right? So, super good. Super good. All right, we're going to do one more race. Don't forget, we've got the stretch run coming up with Oldie and Chris. We've got one more race here. Rainbow Pick 6. They're on the track over at Woodbine. Let's see here. All right. So the 11 horse is 47% to win. Unfortunately, we don't know about these first-time starters because they look pretty good. Nobody has a real big advantage in the GSR. And let's see here. I mean, the breeding's pretty good here on this XY face as well. It's hard not, when you get 5-2 on a horse that's 47%, it's hard not to play that horse. But I can understand why this horse is not getting played on paper. But look at the jockey trainer combination, it's only 8%. I honestly have no idea. That's why I didn't single this 11. Unfortunately, we lost this race number 4. So the new added features are these, and we've got more coming. So you click on here and you can see the win percentage. The samples are off right now. It says 1 to 9%. So we're working on that right now. But the win percentage is correct. So you can see, like with Rodriguez on the 5, he's better with second-time starters than he is with first-time starters. Yeah, you see, that was the goal too, Tom, to try to stop that. So there's many different ones. There's for layoff horses, first time, second time starters, claims, things like that. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. Yeah, I can't wait for that as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to watch this race, you guys. I don't have a strong opinion. I really don't. I'm going to guess that one of these first time starters is going to step up. And if I had to guess which one it would be, I don't know. I don't even want to say. No need to guess. I don't know. It lukewarm top GSR the fog, yeah. 11 broke good. Wow. Jockey's got a stranglehold on that 4 horse. I didn't even look at Santa Anita yet, Jay. Yep. 8, 11, 5, 4. All right, 8, 11, 4 in that race. So yeah, you just had a feeling that one of the first time starters was going to beat that. I think one of you even mentioned this too, and that's Safi. So that was a pretty impressive performance there, and Safi just does a really nice job with these young horses. I know some of you are alive to Woodbine here, so if you guys want to, we'll just hang for this race and see and root on. Can you guys remind me? I think I might know if I do this because we've got 2 EquinEdge long shots that won so far. We had a $42 ticket, right? Yep. So you're pretty spread out in this race if you played the ticket that we talked about, right? You've got everybody but the 2, 8, 1, 11, and 5. So you've got 6 horses, all 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. Okay. Thanks, Alan. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dan. The reason we used the 1 was because it's the EquinEdge long shot. That's why. So again, I wouldn't have any idea who to bet in this race. This horse has burned a lot of money, so it's worth trying to beat this horse. Also, there's more speed. The horse might not get the best trip. I think if I was forced to make one bet in this race, it would honestly be the 9. And the reason is coming back at the same surface and distance, facing similar, win percentage goes up, GSR is the same, and it broke from the rail last time out and dueled and only lost by a length. So everything else is the same. Munger's aboard. This horse might even be on the lead. If not, it can sit behind the 1 horse, Shameless Affair. And Shameless Affair never, in the stretch, got the lead and still barely lost and hung on in that, not in that same race, in a different race that was a little bit easier. But 9 could be really, could run good here. So one to think about, especially at those odds. I'm going to try to beat the 6. So the 9 and 10 dead heated last time out, but it looks like the 9 took the worst part of it. So, maybe this horse had a terrible trip last time out, and the GSR goes up. I'm just going to take a hit at doing like a 4, 9, 10 trifecta, or exacta box, I mean. Just for fun of it. 4, 9, 10. And I'm going to bet on the 9 to win. By the way, if I was playing in a tournament, the way you would play the 9 is to bet him to win, then do an exacta with the horses you think can win, and then put the 9 in the 3rd spot as well. Like, he's that type of horse that you would see in the money. Hola, lady. Buenas tardes. All right. Encantada de tenerte con nosotras, lady. All right. So there's some sort of delay. All right. So over in race number, which race did you want to look at? Delaware, race number 5. All right. You can do this real quick. Still not official. Oh, so there's an inquiry, huh? All right. Okay, lady. 5 is a vet scratch. Your what is, Jay? What's different? You might need to clear your cache, Jay. 4 and 5 are late scratches? Okay, so 4 and 5 are late scratches over at Woodbine. And the system catches it right away, which is great. So, but that helps us if anything. So I need to cancel that wager. I'm telling you, I'm still all about this 9. 4-1 though, getting bet. Man, you guys are betting this thing heavily, aren't you? It's the worst feeling when you're not watching the races and you want to see the races. It is. It is horrible. I hear you. Still not official yet, Bob. You can't see past races like this? That's just handy view. You just click on the horse's name. Something's wrong if you can't see that. No problem, Bob. As soon as it is official, you will be the first to know. It's the worst feeling in the world. I know, believe me. Isn't it the worst when you go make some bets and then you go do honeydews? It's hard to stay focused. You need to give your undivided to your loved one or loved ones, and it's hard to concentrate. My recommendation is, if you're like that, don't make a bet before you leave. Still not official. All right, so it looks like they're going to load back in the gate. Laurel Park race number 6 is about to go off as well. And I'm on the 9 horse here. Oh yeah, I don't even know how I don't even know. Like, yeah, that's an impossible situation. Impossible. Yeah, no. My kids are grown. Look at the 9 now. It's 7-2. This 9's a major player. It really is. You know who might run a good race is this 3. Gets off the rail, right? I mean, at 32-1, maybe worth, a little bit of a play. This horse broke on the rail and broke that as well. All right. All right. Let's get this 9 in. So 9 really had a poor break. Really poor break. 6, 10, 9. So the favorite did win. The 9 horse. The 9 horse was in the money. We talked about that being that type of horse where you would key the horse in the 3 spots, and that's exactly what happened here. Delaware Park came in 9-6. Okay, so we can. Yep, there you go. 9-6. Power squeeze pays 840. I had a note on that horse. Was lugging in the entire stretch. Had a ton of horse looking for an equipment change. And did it get an equipment change here? Off dirt turf distance. Nope. But I did see that horse. All right, you guys. That's going to be it for me. Thank you so much. This was a really fun show, fun morning for me. And Oldie and Chris are coming up here in about 10 minutes from now on the stretch run. Okay, so I wish you guys all the best. Have a wonderful weekend, okay? And we'll talk soon. Take care. Bye-bye.